In the heart of the wild, where the mountains gleam, live a prospector with one golden dream. With a pick in his hand and a pan in his pack, he had one golden dream and he wanted it back. Gold, sweet gold, where are you? One day we will come together and be true. But for now, I must move on.
Hi, it's Anthony with Lighthouse Construction, and today we're at a new construction home here in beautiful South Dakota in the Black Hills, where we're going to take you beyond the blueprint. So we're standing here in this nice 2-stall garage, and you can see here we have a top cord bearing truss between the house and the basement. So that's really nice. So instead of having that big flight of stairs into your house, it's just one little step up between the house and garage. And we're gonna transition into a floor plan here that's really tried and true. This is a mudroom in this space off of the garage. Back on this wall, we got the double stacked washer and dryer. We have a nice utility sink with some cabinetry, and then a nice large closet right off the garage, which is super practical. In terms of the phasing of this house, we've framed, we have the plumbing in, we have not started the electrical yet. We actually just did the electrical walkthrough with the client this morning. So you'll notice some of these things on the floor here. These are all markings to indicate where we want some of the lighting, where we want a bathroom fan, some of those types of things, in addition to what we create on the electrical drawings. So as we transition in here, there's a nice powder room. This is going to be used for all of the guests on the main level. Both the bedrooms on the main level are suites, so it's really just for entertaining spaces in this. Here we have a nice bedroom, beautiful view out to that backyard, Black Hills Forest there. Headboard, I'm imagining on this wall here. And then behind the bed is this nice walk-in closet here, and then a pocket door. You can see some of the framing we have here for a pocket door. We've also added this strapping for some of the drywall to come into. And then in this space, we have a bathroom vanity. So you can see the electrician has actually kind of quickly done a drawing of what that vanity is going to look like with a linen cabinet here, double vanity, and some cabinetry in between. Then here we have a nice large window for a soaking tub that's going to sit in this space. And then we have a attached master shower in here. And then we have a private stool room over on this side. So what's really nice about this house is there's a volume because you have a 9-foot ceiling everywhere, but then once you transition into the open spaces, you start to step up into this nice clear story room. So right in the front door, this is gonna be your main door. You walk in here and there's just these nice expansive ceilings. We're gonna have an open railing staircase here that's gonna transition into the lower level, the walkout of this home. And you can see on some of these taller walls, we've actually used a product that's called an LSL. So instead of your typical stud, which is dimensional wood that's essentially just cut from the tree, this is actually laminated wood. So it has more shear strength to it, and it's just straighter and a better product to work with on some of your taller walls. And as you transition here, you're gonna notice a huge bank of windows in the back. That's really nice for letting a ton of natural light into this space. We also have a fireplace right here that's all been boxed out. It's got a gas line ran to it. And then as you transition over here, you go from the clear story vaulted ceilings into the kitchen space. So again, we've kind of penciled out where some of those cabinets are gonna go. We have a nice beverage center over there, cooktop, sink, and then we have that nice corner pantry. You know, a corner pantry is certainly something that's really practical to have. And if you look beyond this section over here, we also have a second bedroom upstairs. And like I mentioned earlier, that bedroom is not just a bedroom, but it also has a private bath within the space here. So again, we have a nice transom window above the bed to allow some natural light in. And we also have this nice window pattern here because on the outside it's very symmetrical, but it's still very practical to allow light within the room. And then over here we have a vanity that's gonna be in this space, a stool, and then a nice tiled shower in here. So let's take a look at the lower level. Because of some of the unique soil conditions that we have here in the Black Hills, sometimes we need to adapt our excavation plans. So here to talk about that a little bit more is Jack Wyatt Williams III.
Hey Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Just looking at the site, and right now, you know, this is off the site, but these rocks are pretty bad, and the most common thing you see around this area are these big blue rocks.
Big
and
blue
these
rocks.
are big, blue, bad rocks. I mean, they're not your ordinary rock.
I mean,
And-
look at the size. That's the size of a car.
Yeah, and what we have to do sometimes, and Anthony, I've recommended this a few times on other job sites, you gotta blow them up. You gotta blow the bad boys up, and they just go to pieces, as you can see, and we do our cleanup too. But with this side over here, didn't have to do any of that. We kept that walk-in basement nice and clean, and we built up instead of going down.
There you go. That way you can still have the nice walkout design without having to get blasting, because I'm imagining that's pretty expensive.
It is, it's very expensive, and I can tell you one thing, Anthony. These are beautiful projects, beautiful rocks. I don't enjoy blowing them up, but sometimes it's necessary to get the job done. And I just love my rocks.
Well, good. That's important to love what you do, right? You never work a day in your life.
I actually do love one other thing. Do you know anywhere we could find some gold around here? I want to do some panning.
You know, I don't think you can pan in the development, but I think there's probably some public mining stuff you can do.
All right.
Not here, though.
Well, I'll let you go. But I'll see you around.
As always, it's a pleasure, sir.
Yes.
Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your rocks, sir.
Hey, you too.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the layout downstairs. So out here on the patio, we have a nice hot tub space, some outdoor seating. But let's take a look at this basement. Really, when you walk in from the outside or from the upstairs, you're greeted with this nice common space. So in here, we're gonna have a nice little storage area underneath the stairs. We're gonna have a nice second living room space down here. We have a nice bathroom that can be used, so if there's guests in the hot tub, there's a quick spot to change, use the restroom. And then we also have some additional bedrooms down here and a utility room. So this space right here is going to be a utility room. This right here is actually another private suite, so the third private suite of the home here. Nice closet. We have a nice bedroom. We have a fiberglass tub with a stool here and a sink in this space. So really, it's nice to have those 3 suites in the home. And then across the way here, we have our, this is actually, I apologize, this is our utility room. The other room was an owner's storage room. And then this is a nice Jack and Jill bedroom setup here. So you can see we're gonna have a bed on that wall. And then adjoining these is gonna be a double vanity, private shower room, private stool room. So that Jack and Jill is actually really practical this way. And then another similar sized bedroom with a closet over here. And that kind of concludes the basement layout. If you looked in some of these web trusses here, you're gonna notice our HVAC has been run. So in these metal runs are where all of the heating and cooling runs throughout the home. And then you can also see we have our plumbing done. So the reason that the electrician goes last is because when you're running HVAC and especially plumbing, you need to make sure you have proper slopage on all your things, where when you do electrical, really most of the time you're able to work around the other subcontractors. So in this case, electrical almost always goes last in the process of doing a home. Let's take a look on the front approach of this. So you can see here, I'm stepping down on all of this rock, and hey, what are you doing here? I thought you were gonna be panning for gold.
I just can't get away from these rocks, Anthony. They're just beautiful. They're so beautiful, and you know, just so many out here, and they're doing their job. With the rain falling today, they're really serving their purpose.
I want to tell the audience a little bit about the purpose of this crushed rock here.
You know, I sure can. So a lot of the times when it's raining like this, when potentially heavy rains, it can turn into an issue where the driveway gets really sloppy.
That's true.
And it can turn into a big, big mess. And you can see sometimes over there how much mud is in this area. These need to be laid down to keep everything solid. Rock solid, that is. And that's what I'm all about. I'm a rock solid rock man. And I'm just proud of my rocks today, Anthony. And I mean, it looks like this one has a little gold in it even.
I bet there's probably a flake, perhaps.
I gotta get to that mining.
Okay, well, anyways, thanks so much for
It's always a pleasure.
helping explain to the viewers the purpose of rock and everything. It seems like you certainly have more passion than most for the topic, so.
I always go beyond what they call for.
There you go. Well, thanks so much for joining us on today's tour, where we took you
Beyond the blueprint.